ants are important. Beneath our feet lies a hidden world of tiny architects, constantly reshaping our environment. Ants, those seemingly insignificant insects we often overlook, are actually Earth's quiet engineers. These tiny creatures carry immense ecological weight. They aerate soil, disperse seeds, control pests, and form complex relationships with plants. While we may only notice them at picnics, ants are vital to ecosystems worldwide. A fascinating study recently published in Nature Ecology and Evolution asked a crucial question: what happens when dominant ant species disappear from their environment? The results offer both reassurance and warning. Scientists from Australian universities removed 3 common ant species from experimental plots: Iridomyrmex purpureus, Phydalia amplopathensis, and Tetramorium impressum. These species were ecological keystones, handling everything from seed dispersal to scavenging. Surprisingly, the ecosystem didn't collapse. Other ant species stepped up, taking over the roles of the removed ones. This phenomenon is called functional redundancy, nature's built-in backup system. As the lead researcher Dr. Peter Yields explains, it's like removing pieces of scaffolding. The structure still stands because each part offers redundancy. In fact, species richness actually increased in areas where dominant ants were suppressed, contributing to higher overall ecosystem function in some ways. But here's where it gets concerning. This seemingly positive adaptation came with hidden costs. As rare species filled the gaps, they brought specialization but less flexibility. It's like replacing reliable generalists with a team of specialists. You might maintain performance in the short term, but you've increased long-term vulnerability. If any of these specialists disappear, the system becomes much more fragile. The researchers tested 4 ant-driven ecosystem functions: seed-eating, scavenging, plant protection, and seed dispersal. Interestingly, some functions improved in areas where dominant ants were removed. Seed consumption rates increased, and greater species diversity was associated with better multifunctional performance. However, plant protection significantly decreased despite higher species richness. The ants that deterred plant-eating herbivores were gone, and their replacements couldn't fulfill that specific role as effectively. What we're seeing is a delicate balancing act. Gains in one area often meant losses in another. As ecosystem functions became dependent on fewer species, the entire system became more vulnerable to future disruptions. Some previously minor ant species became ecological stars after dominant species were removed. Released from competition, they increased in abundance and enhanced specific functions. However, this wasn't random. Ants that had performed poorly before showed the greatest improvement when dominant species were gone. This suggests that common species had been suppressing the potential of the broader community. While the community adapted, its structure fundamentally changed, becoming more sensitive to future disturbances. Ants are often called ecosystem engineers because of their profound effects on habitats. They regulate plant communities by consuming seeds, providing free weed control in agricultural settings. They improve soil structure and water infiltration through their digging. Their activities influence plant growth, soil health, and nutrient cycling. Remove key species and subtle shifts occur that cascade through the ecosystem. These changes may be invisible at first, but accumulate over time to reshape entire habitats. Scientists are increasingly concerned about declining insect populations globally, including many once common species. This research serves as a wake-up call. Biodiversity loss isn't just about exotic species disappearing. It includes the steady erosion of common, hard-working species that form the foundation of ecosystem services. These services, pollination, pest control, soil fertility, directly affect human food systems, clean water, and climate resilience. The study provides both hope and caution. Yes, ecosystems show impressive resilience when disrupted, but compensation isn't the same as recovery. Each adjustment comes with trade-offs and increased fragility. Functional redundancy is nature's insurance policy, but only up to a point. As we continue altering landscapes and applying pesticides, we must recognize the quiet work of ants and other insects. Protecting biodiversity means safeguarding not just the rare species, but also the reliable ones we take for granted. For nature to keep running smoothly, it needs all its workers, especially the ones we rarely notice. For more on this story, find a link to the article on Earth.com in the description.